Hi guys, Rick Shaw here on 1st of November 2021, and I did a video this morning already and decided not to put it on this channel. I put it over on Al Gore Beaks, so go over there and take a look at that. Hope you can sub to that channel and see that. Sad thing is, afraid to speak my mind. They could strike it, and then this channel's gone forever. Last time they gave me this big thing off, if there was no strikes in 90 days, and it was like a year since the last strike, they just made it like it was within 90 days and struck the channel anyway. Next one, they're going to shut it completely off. So it's a shame that you can't speak your mind anymore. They get a bunch of these dang loonies talking this, all these theories and stuff, and they can say whatever they want as long as it follows a narrative. But if you start going against their program, you're out. So I'll be doing a Michael Corleone soon. After the move to Nevada. We'll be getting. I'll be just getting completely off of this platform. They're just, it's too much. It's Facebook. I'm completely done with them. You should dump them also, just to get rid of them. They're changing it to Meta now and all this baloney that they're pulling on you. Come on, guys. This is bad. Here in this country, Facebook is so big, everybody uses it. It'd be hard to get them off. But now they got Trump. He's starting this other one, but I think it's going to be more like Twitter, which is something I don't use. I have no desire to use that. I just put videos out. If he really wanted to smash them, he'd have it set up like for all of them, a messaging, a video vlogging thing, and the Twitter, and then he could really smash them. But he's not going to do that. And the world's starting to see this for what it is. I myself, I sit back and watch these people, but if you can't protect your children or grandchildren from this stuff, holy cow, I don't know what you're thinking. What the heck is going through your head here? I'm looking at numbers from, some of them are coming from government agencies and even, CD, blah, 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 C, and, they're telling you, look at these young kids dropping. Kids, heart attacks, clots, strokes. Come on, guys. And you want to put that in their body, something that's completely untested. You're the test. Wake up, and they come up with this stuff. Oh, it's been okayed by the FDA and all this stuff. Well, something? Who are those guys? Who are those guys that they can lord over us and all these people? Are we free men or not? And these people that are going to get this, I remember a long time ago, the Khmer Rouge, they were getting rid of people, but they were trying to find the educated people, and they wiped them out so they could have stupid idiots to be their slaves. That didn't work. So this time I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people who think, critical reasoning, they want those for their slaves. I don't know. I'm just snowballing here, guys. But that last one for over on Al Gore Beaks, I titled it "Awake Yet?" with a question mark. Come on. What the heck is going on? You look at all this baloney that's happening, and it's almost not real. It's like it's a movie or something. What's going on? That thing that happened with my wife, where now we got a restaurant here you can't go in. And this thing, if that halts and anything turns around, I'll never eat there again, guys. I'm just done with them. I don't think they were mandated into that because nobody else was doing it. But when's it going to be to where you can't even get into the mall anymore? When you can't get into the grocery store anymore? Who knows? And they're making these, they may make these people do this, but they're not going to give them any money to do it, to implement this stuff. It's going to, it's not going to cost them a dime to do this. They're just going to proclamate this baloney and foist it on your ass. And what are you going to do then? Look at the airlines. So many flights. They don't want people traveling. So they push this thing on people where the smart people are saying, no, I'm sorry, I'm not taking it. So now, you got to go. You're fired. What is that? Think about it, guys. You don't get this thing and you're canned? Come on, you wake up. Guys, it's time. It's time. You know, this is just going way too far. And I still, governments all throughout history, when have they really been on your side? I loved Reagan. You know, the scariest words were from the government, we're here to help. Anytime. You know, that's like I watch all these cop watch things, and when people call cops and all this, it's like a death sentence. You look at how these cops are getting all crazy in their head because they're power drunk. You know, that's exactly what they are. They are power drunk. They don't follow the laws that everyone else. They're not above these laws, but who's going to bother them? So they do whatever they want. You know, they fly down the road. I remember when I was in California, I had a cop pass in the high occupancy vehicle lane. It was early. He had to be doing about 130 miles an hour. You know, he had his car. It was a young guy. He had his car. Who stops him? You know, that they get in accidents all the time. Look at the one cop. I just watched one not too long ago. It was on that town's news where he was drunk. The dude was drunk, and he plowed into motorcycle guys, killed one, wounded one for the rest of his life, and they covered for him and his buddies. So when you start saying, oh yeah, there's good cops too, no, when they cover for their buddies, they're not good cops anymore. And they're jackbooted thugs is what they are, guys. And this is what we're running into. Now it really kills me to watch Australia. You know, that was the reason why I think they're doing that there. All the crap they're pulling down there is because they disarmed them first. You know, quite a bit. They didn't get rid of everything, I understand, but they got rid of quite a bit. And they want to make it a culture. It's not like the States, where the States is a gun culture. You know, that admiral from Japan said, you don't want to invade America because there'll be a gun behind every blade of grass. You know, so don't ever, guys over there, don't ever give them up. Sure, but get rid of any of these politicians that want to get rid of that, and just get them out as fast as you can. Vote them out. I know the voting over there is just they're getting whatever they want. That last one with Newsom, yeah, I don't think he made it. I really don't. But you know, these politicians that are in for life, they got to go. I'd love to see worldwide where you got limits, where you have to be out, and then when you do get out, you can't have anything to do with government for years. Good or bad people, doesn't matter. You know, but it's what's going on now. It's insane. It's like a really bad cartoon that's going on, and the sad thing is, there's a lot of people that are still going down to get them. They're still sitting. They got centers here where they block off whole parking lots, and they got lines of people waiting to get in there and get it. But what are they afraid of? That's what I'm wondering. What are they so afraid of? I haven't heard about these huge numbers. The only people we know who got sick here is the ones who got the Jabba the Hutt. They're the ones who are getting sick. And you know, sick for weeks, not well at all. And what's going to happen the next time one of these comes around? They're going to come up with a new variant. Oh, now you really got to get it, and we have to make it mandatory now, and we are going to come, and you're going to be forced into it. This is where this is going, people. This is where it's going. And there's even guys out there talking about this. No dummies. You can look up some of their references and what they've done for their lifetime, saying that no, this is definitely a pushing up daisies deal. So, you know, it's a shame I got to be so careful and do my quatrains, because I don't want to get this shut down yet. But we will be making the move. You know, after the move. Still looking for a good laptop. I've seen a few more. I've been reading more about it. I definitely want that solid state little memory thing, not something that spins inside the computer like the old ones. SSD, I think they call it. I'm still learning all the nomenclatures for all this baloney. I want that. Good working memory. Memories anymore for the computer, you can just have the little things that plug in to get bigger memory. So you can get a cheaper computer that way, and then just get a different thing to load stuff you want to keep. I want to get a better editing. I got a really good editing software I'd like to try. Make the videos a little bit more interesting, but not here. I'll still probably put things on here, but just to give links and stuff when we move. Don't know when. You know, we got Christmas coming up, so you know, I don't know what's going to happen with getting a computer. I don't like to take money out of the bank to do that, but I definitely need to get something and get off of here. I'm not kidding you. They got us running scared that when they control the narrative, guys, they control you. And I truly believe the programming on a lot of people has been complete. I watched some dude that was grossly overweight on TikTok. They come up on the YouTube feeds for me, and he was screaming about his father had all these heart attacks. Well, probably overweight like this kid. And he was screaming that his father wouldn't be able to go to the hospital because of all the unvaxxed people, and then he would die, and he was having this big fit. And it's like, you know, I put something on the end of that last video over on Al Gore Beaks. You know, if the unvaxxed aren't allowed to go to the hospital, who's overwhelming the hospital, guys? You know, you look at the Telegram. I got to put that thing on there again. But there's so many people getting these adverse effects. I mean, it's terrible stuff. Terrible things are happening to a lot of people, and especially when you start looking at your children. I watched one video where the kid just fell over, boom, and was dead. Young kid, he looked like he was maybe 12. There's a whole bunch of them. There's getting to be more and more. Hiding the numbers. Mainstream media is in the bag, so they're not gonna tell you what's really going on. There's a lot of sites. You got to take a lot of the sites with a grain of salt too. But when a video's right there in your face of these people, now I understand Hollywood, the Superman flies and all that kind of stuff. So you have to really try to be discerning on what you're watching. I had a lot of sites on Telegram that I was watching, and I got rid of some. You start seeing red flags. Yeah. You start seeing red flags on them, and I just can them. I just unsubscribe to them, you might say. But it's scary. The thing that's really getting me too. What are they so afraid of just some dude in the Philippines speaking his mind? Why are they so afraid of me that they got to ban my speech? Why do they got to do that? And here you don't really have it like you do in the States. And they're banning people in the States. I watch a lot of channels that get shut off. Channels that are like gone. They've hit them with strikes. They're moving over to Rumble, other platforms. So scary, guys. You know, they're knocking these amendments down one after another, and they get, you know, the thing that really gets me is they're always hammering the Second Amendment, and they never stop. They just keep chipping away at that. Why are they doing that? Why should you be afraid of somebody with a firearm? I'm not. You know, all my buddies, when I lived out in the Midwest, we all had guns. Most all of us carried too. Was I afraid? No. But they... Yeah, come on this way. So they talk about, you know, oh, it was the old Wild West. That was all dime store baloney. You know, it wasn't all that crazy. It was isolated incidents. An armed society is a polite society. Nobody wants to get shot. And the thing that gets me, I read an FBI report years ago when I had my shop. I used to get a thing from the FBI on the emails. And it said you're 9 times more likely to die from a knife wound than a gunshot. Yeah, you know, so... But having a firearm is a great equalizer. You know, I used to know a little old lady who, she was an insomniac, and she would walk at night. And when I was young, I lived in a bad neighborhood. She wasn't afraid. You know why? She was packing. And she used to keep her hand in her pocket with her hand on the gun. And nobody bugged her, and that's why concealed carry is so good, because it protects not only the concealed carrier, but it also protects the people who don't. You know, they don't know. They say, oh, that person's kind of bold. They must have a gun. You know, so that's a good thing. That's a real good thing to have, but they're chipping away at it. They're going to keep working on that. These people that are running the show in the States do not have your best interest at heart. None of these people do. You look at what's happening in Australia, some of the places in England, around the world. These people don't have your best interest at heart. They have their interests at heart because they've been in there forever. They're never going to get out of these politics because they can just do whatever they want. And if they get busted for something, their buddies, just like the cops, their buddies are going to protect them. And they're going to get away with it. Look at these people just constantly getting away with stuff. Regular people do it, they get thrown in jail. These people in authority, so-called authority, they do whatever the hell they want, and they get away with it. Somebody's going to protect them, or maybe they go away for a while. Look at Anthony Weiner, whatever happened with him. Look at this Hunter Biden, whatever happened to him. Look at Hillary Clinton, whatever happened to them. Nothing. You know, and I watch some of these channels saying, oh yeah, Gitmo, those are clones. Well, I'm not buying any of that stuff. I'm just not buying that. It's just it seems like it's a fake news, like these places have been infiltrated with a bunch of fake crap. So that's how I'm feeling about a lot of this stuff right now. But I say too much, and they'll shut me off. They don't want to hear what I got to say. They want to stifle that so that you don't hear it either, and maybe think about stuff. Am I right about everything? No, I'm probably wrong about a lot of stuff. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't be able to put information out that you can see and think for yourself. Maybe come up, make some comments, and say, oh, well, you know, maybe this, that. And I'm all for that. I'd like to hear what you say. My views can be changed. But this thing that's going on now, guys, there's just too many. It's just red flag after red flag after red flag. It just keeps getting worse. I mean, holy cow. I'm like Carl Childers. I just seen red. You know, that's all I'm seeing right now. And it's not good at all. But it is a beautiful morning. I got to get up and get a shower here pretty soon. But there's my little sweetie and her buddies that came to visit. Getting some papaya. This is Papaya Street, we call it. There's plenty of them. Hello. Say hello. She used to be a caddy with Faye. And nice folks. Glad they come for a visit. And that's her mom with her. Just real nice people. We always like to have them come for a visit. We used to go over and visit them at their place. Her husband's a real nice guy. He's the guy who helped us move, got the truck and helped us move. Super guy, gave us a really good price. I mean, I think our entire move, what he charged was, I don't even think it was $60, you know, and that was tolls and gas and everything. And the tolls here, they're not really low when you think about it. The highways here, you constantly got to keep going through toll gates. You know, it's all pretty much the automatic pass thing. You know, they stick it on your headlight or in your windshield, and you can just drive right through. But and you got to load this card, and they make it easy to load. But that's you're tracked right there, guys. That's for sure. And they made that mandatory. Anytime they start doing something, it's going to get mandatory before you know it, guys. It's just it's the history. It's the MO. It's the history. And when all this now, they're wanting this social credit score, you know, where if you don't do as you're told, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that, and that's coming. I see that's coming. That's all. This is all Antichrist stuff. You know, all you have to do is, yeah, go ahead. Pick up your owner's manual and read it. It's all in there. Everything that was written in Revelation it looks to me like it's coming to pass. You know, the seals are getting broken, guys. Do I think it's going to happen tomorrow? No, it could be a little bit yet. Yeah, we can just go down the end and turn around. But the seals are getting broken. Now, can the Lord change his mind and stop this? We can't fight against this, guys. You're not fighting against men. You know, it says right on there you're fighting against principalities. So, and that's exactly what's going on now. These people that are running the show, they're just minions. They've been duped big time. And they think that, oh, it's all, you know, we're taking care of business. You know, I would love to see in the states, Congress and the Senate and all that, hey, give them a decent job. Let them stay around their home areas and come for maybe a couple weeks, a year, to make these laws and stuff. They just keep piling more and more laws on. People don't even know what the laws are half the time. And they keep putting them on. You know, I was on a site for a while. It's gone now. I can't find it. But you could probably find it on YouTube, where they had all screwy laws in the country, and they had one down in this one state you weren't allowed to breathe underwater. You know, maybe that was for scuba gear. I don't know what, but they have these ridiculous laws. You know, one law that was on there was you're not allowed to kiss a duck. Okay, I mean, I don't particularly want to kiss a duck, but you know, they got these stupid laws, and some of them are still on the books. This guy had a really good site on, and I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he just quit or got taken off or something. I don't know, but they keep pounding these more and more laws on. You look at the gun laws. Somebody on one of the sites said there's over 20,000 federal, not state, federal gun laws. You know, against gun, and none of them are to allow you to have your Second Amendment. It's all to restrict your Second Amendment. You shouldn't have to have a permit. You shouldn't have to have any of that stuff. And I am a firm believer, if you go to jail and you know, your rights are taken away, that's for sure. Hey, they're not walking. But and your rights are taken away. Once you're out, okay, you're supposed to be rehabilitated. You get your rights back. You know, but now they want to make everything a felony and take your rights away for the rest of your life, which is ludicrous. But that's one of the deals they got that way. Now you got these people going into school boards, and they're speaking up because they don't like what's going on, and they're going to be declared domestic terrorists, guys. Mothers, fathers, with their kids, they're worrying about their kids. Candace O's just put something out. Read some of her stuff. But I personally would get my kids out of any public school. They're all over places in the world. There's news coming out where they're just giving your kids the job of the hut without saying anything to you. You know, they're just doing it. So, you know, you got to protect your babies. You have to protect them. I mean, till the end. I have a feeling if this keeps going the way it's going, they're going to kill me to get to my children. These people are sick. They're sick in the head. You watch a lot of this stuff now, what they're doing in the schools with little tiny babies. They're telling them that, you know, your gender can be this or that. But something that, you know, something you got to wake up and think about this, guys. And I say it just so maybe you'll think about it. But have you ever seen a doctor when a baby's born saying this is a transvestite or this one's a gay? No, they say it's a boy or it's a girl, the way God made them. Now, there are hermaphrodites. I understand that. But that's a rare thing. That's a very rare thing going on. You don't hear. I don't know anybody who's ever had one. Maybe they did and they just don't want to say anything. I don't know. But you never hear a doctor saying that. Now, personally myself, when it comes to these hospitals and stuff, everybody's getting afraid to go to them now. I don't think they're overwhelmed at all. Not at all. Because to me, you know, number 3 cause of death in the United States, guys, is medical induced death from a doctor goofing up or giving you the wrong stuff. And they've got all these medicines with all this crap in them. That's bad. I just seen a big thing on the test, what they disinfect swabs with, and why. I said this way over a year ago. To test with something that's so contagious, they throw masks all over the ground. There's no hazardous waste bins. If you breathe somewhere without a mask or a shield, you're going to infect everybody in the store. But yet they got to go all the way to the back of your head to test for this? Wake up. Wake up, guys. That, to me, from the beginning, I said that seems more like an implant. That's just me snowballing here. That's what it looks like to me. If you think it's something else, put it in the comments. Let's hear what you have to say. Let's see what the heck is really going on. But man, it's getting crazier and crazier, and they're not stopping. I put on that video over on Al Gore Beaks, the what do you call it? The little troll that when you get them wet, they turn into the evil demon. That's what's happening. Watch those to the end, even if you don't watch the whole thing, because I always put good memes at the end. I find them. I lost a lot of them when I got off Facebook. I had a guy, I think his last name was Privet, real cool guy. I can't get him. He would send me a lot of them. Almost. He used to send me a lot of really cool ones that I put on there. A lot of them came from him. He finds them, but now I'm off of Messenger. That got canned. So, but I won't ever do Facebook or anything again. I'd like to get up on some kind of other platform. Even this, even YouTube, guys. Even this place right here. When I can't speak my mind and they shut me off for a week or 30 days, and then threaten to shut my channel down. This is not the place to be. This is a place I got to get out of quick, fast, and in a hurry, because they're censoring me. There's no free speech here. There's just none. They wanna lord over you, just like all these people that are up in high positions. That's all they want. They want to lord over you. They want to tell you what you can do, who you can see, how you can speak, what you think. It's think speak. This is 1984. I don't think that was any kind of fiction or anything. That was a prediction that guy wrote. And watch that movie. Watch 1984. It's horrible what happened there. And guys, it's happening now. It's happening. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And check out Al Gore Beaks. I'll put a link in the description, and you can get over there. Hopefully, that one, it doesn't have any strikes, so I should be okay. So y'all take care now, and this is Rick Shaw out.